Until very recently, I never even knew about this genre of city builder, and it came out of nowhere and became very quickly one of my biggest favorites. Although there's not too many games like this, if you remember a little game by the name of Against the Storm, then you'll be all familiar with what's awaiting us in LANDNAMA. Hello again there, friends and fans, Raptor here, and welcome to our first look at this game, a roguelite survival city builder that has us colonizing Iceland amongst some of the first settlers to do so, and this game is getting better than ever. In fact, this game has been around for about a year, but I've recently found out about it. It's completely new to me as of the Steam Next Fest that started just a few weeks ago, and it has a free demo now. Now, this game tasks us with settling different regions of Iceland with different clans that have different backgrounds, and certainly will challenge us as it is a roguelite city builder, meaning it is not supposed to be easy and encourages us to do multiple runs. Well, today, even though it has a multitude of difficulties that go all the way up into, the terrifying level 4, which I guess would be 5 here, we're just going to start on normal in the demo and have a 25% chance for events to be curses. And, of course, Chicago is here, baby. The Bears. No, it's the Helga clan, but of course, the Bears are certainly popular on this channel, so that's exactly who we're going with in our clan to settle a region of Iceland. So this is a clan with a low-risk mentality. Their focus is on saving heart and building a reliable and safe home. Starting bonus of +5 at the start of every settlement, and a clan bonus of +1 per harvest from each home. Very nice. There's several other clans here too that will be unlocked in the full game if and when you get it, although I'm just taking a peek at the demo since the Steam Next Fest has certainly got me going with all sorts of new games that I'd love to try before I buy, and it's certainly a great way to do so. But also the Steam Summer Sale, by the time you watch this, is probably also still going on, so always add things to your wish list, and always go ahead and follow them too to watch their development and maybe get a demo so you can try before you buy. All right, well, there's our task then. So onward we go to a region in Iceland. By the way, if you're from Iceland, or I guess if you visit there a lot, or certainly familiar with Icelandic government or whatnot, these different regions here, are these real places? Are these actual, like, modern day different regions in Iceland, or are these kind of just early day things? I'm just curious to know, because we have ourselves here different biomes to survive, and this one being amongst the easiest, a region difficulty of 1 in the wetlands, but we also have woodlands in the south, a glacier district down there, grasslands to the east, the sea to the north, and then the highlands to the northwest of that. And of course, a lot of geothermal and seismic activity too to think about, as we'll have wetlands having peat for us to be able to dig up and use as fuel. But some of the other regions, like for example the woodlands, could be easy too, because we can cut down trees and build homes out of that, and also heat those homes with firewood. But imagine surviving on the hardest difficulty in the glaciers. You know some people are going to be able to do it. So without further ado, let's set sail. And here we go. After a long voyage, we've finally arrived. Birds soar above the long beach that extends into tidal marsh, land flanked with rolling hills. Exploring the shoreline reveals a bog of peat, valuable resource of fuel to the hearth. Yeah, exactly. All right, let's go onward. Okay, let's go ahead and get exploring then. We'll task our people with a double click to explore to the east and the west as we prepare for something a little bit like Frostpunk. I should have mentioned that this game certainly reminds me of that, with a coming storm every year. Well, that storm being winter, we certainly need to immediately start branching out and trying to find peat in order to get our heart up. So we have a maximum of 15 now in the storm this year. The winter's toll will consume 0 to 1 of them. So we're basically asking our people to, go out into the brutal cold and look for resources and try to build things or to explore, and they all take away from our clan each and every time we do that. But we could also gain some big things like, for example, peat by doing that. Here we have a 1-star woodland here, which is really nice. It'll give us a +1 heart per harvest and some extra bonuses too for that. And we can also choose to build a house here instead. So there's different production buildings that we can put in each of the different areas. We have ourselves kiln production, weaver, tanner, carpenter, skolai, and also a smithy. Then we also have a house, a gothy, and also a hollowed grove, with our end goal being to essentially get to the highest tier of a settlement. So right here, our homestead, if we upgrade that to the Great Hall with +30 heart, then that means we've basically completed our goal. So we need to do that 6 times across all of Iceland in order to settle it. So we need to go through first being a farmstead, which I don't even think we're that yet, then all the way down to Mead Hall, and then Longhouse. But luckily it'll unlock different things for us, so that's how we unlock the kiln or the carpenter, or towards the end like the production of maybe iron from the smithy, or better tools and weapons, that kind of thing. Now, there's not any sort of combat in this game, but I do say weapons because we could have hunters and or, of course, fishing tridents and other things like that. So certainly something to consider in this game as we go on. We certainly want to keep 1 heart for winter, but we can gather... Okay, good. I think we can gather a few more as we go on. And if you like Dwarf Romantic too, the art style of this game and the way it's presented is certainly, well, front, left, right, and center, I suppose, with all these hexagons around. I mean, it's in the forefront of the game's design, I think, to be something like that. For sure. Studying the land seems to indicate a coming winter will be milder than usual. Oh, right. It won't even cost us a single heart, apparently. Lucky us. Oh, and there's some peat. Even luckier us, too. Let's go ahead and see if we can build there. And we'll at least keep 1 heart just in case. I don't know if I trust it, but we'll see. So we're building all these different little outposts and settlements, even where we're building our initial settlement here. We need to get the settlement bigger each year, so people will be having children. Maybe more settlers will come to join us, that kind of thing. There's our task there to reach the first level of farmstead. And yeah, there we go. We just expanded a little bit. And there's our nice thing here, too. We can see what our saga effects are and our settlement effects are, too. So if we forget those, we can always review them up at the top. Our winter is almost here. I think once it reaches the end of the bar there, then that'll come towards us really quickly. There she comes. So, this could be a random roll each year. This number on the right will increase. Essentially, it's like paying taxes, right? Our tax rate can only go up. It always only goes up. There are ways to try to bypass that. And there are ways to kind of get a mulligan if we need to. We get like 1 re-roll, which will give us like the minimum number. So it'll take all of our hearts. So if we had like 20 and this said 40, if we hit that button, then it would make this 20. So that way we could actually pay it. So let's go ahead and resolve, to which we keep all of our heart, which is great for us. Very nice. Onward into a new year. Very nice for us indeed. Let's see, we can salvage a building if we want to, but we certainly don't want to. I think we're going to continue to explore, especially for that peat. And the peat bonus is quite nice. If we find another, like, wetlands there, then we can take advantage of a bigger bonus here for this production center. So right now, the main camp is producing 2, the little house on the south is producing 2, and the newly built peat farm is producing just 1. But that'll grow if we complete some other parameters. Maybe we got another one to the south. And, exploration cost -1. That's a good thing. Very nice. More hours of light means more hours to hunt and forage in the normally dark woods, making life a little easier. Good for us. And now we're a farmstead. Now we can pick something that we want to, I guess, go into. We can reduce construction costs. We can get more harvest from the fishermen. Ooh. Nice. Doubles production of adjacent peat farm, and it also it gives a -2 on winter's toll. So that's something we definitely want to consider there. Let's continue to look around for more peat. We can maybe build that somewhere nearby, maybe here. Perhaps. Wow, we're going to need 20 hearts for that. That's a lot. Farmstead giving us a reminder, too, that we can actually spend a mastery point. So we have Tide Master, Timbercraft, Benwise, Agriculturalist, and Bone Carver. And these are basically like hunting, fishing, building. Where do we want our bonus? Well, right now our biggest bonus should probably come in from the peat farms. So let's go with that. And then we could upgrade that a few times with each mastery point. Now the game does a really good job in it to explain exactly what everything does. It's a pretty beefy tutorial and is rather intimidating because, of course, just like with Frostpunk, the task being, oh, just survive the storm, you know, quickly becomes a little bit more complicated than that. But this game does a pretty good job of explaining what the overall goal is and what some of the mechanics are towards the foundation of the task at hand, which is nice too. Alright, well, we could build a pasture there if we wanted to, but I think I want to go for the kiln. We want to wait for that a little bit and try to build that if we can. Oh wow, we're just in the middle of mountains here. Go ahead and explore here and here. And we do need to keep a few points. We've got 5 to 8 on this one. But we need to definitely build another peat farm soon. Got 9 out of 15, 5 out of 8. We don't want to spend too much more. Hopefully it only consumes 5 and we can continue on with the next year easily. That's got to be peat down here though. I hope. I'm going to go ahead and build this one regardless. If I can. Oh, I can't yet. Need a little bit more exploration. A little more exploring to do. Can't do any upgrades there, but the new territory reveals yet even more peat. Very good. 15 out of 15, we're maxed out. Gonna try to keep 11 there. And winter is approaching very quickly. Look at the art style, I love it. Nice and clean. Certainly a nice Steam Deck game, too. Alright, winter is going to take a whopping 5 from us. Not too bad. And now the next year is 9 to 14. So we certainly want to make sure we have enough to pay the maximum, which is only 15. More trees around. That's got to be peat here. Was hoping so. We've already built one peat farm, so we get our maximum, I guess, for that. But this one here would give us a double bonus for having 2 nearby. +1 per harvest, +1 bonus per empty adjacent wetland. Ah, okay, so we can't build on it. We could go ahead and delete this one. Returns 2. And let's see if we can actually build this now. Nope. Cancel that construction. Ah, looks like it needs to be completely demolished before we can build a new one. Alright, well, we're going to go with this one here because it gives us the adjacent bonus. And the longer it's around, the better bonus it'll give us. So that should be a +1 times 2 there, hopefully. And looks like we got a bonus here, too. Very nice woodland woodcutter there. And let's see what houses would do. Gives us more maximum to our renown, too. Or our heart, let's say. Our ability to withstand nature. Oh, look at that. +4. Let's go. Very nice. Glad we got that. If we discover more, it'll get more of those bonuses, too. I think they could be interconnected. Undergrowth. +1% chance to find star tiles. A higher quality and more desired tile. I think that'll give us more positive bonuses. Nior's Breath. +2 to Winter's Toll. Oh, it's going to be more colder than usual. 11 to 16, and we don't have that. Well, we could build a house shortly and get a little bit of a bonus there. Let's see what happens. That should raise us up to 25, yes. And then we should get another thing from our farms, hopefully. Gotta keep those rookie numbers up. Nice that the heads-up display makes it pretty clear as to what's going on. Positive and negative, I guess, around the camp. We do more exploring. Okay, that should be just fine. You can even see the Aurora Borealis in the background. And another winter has arrived. Let's go for the 11. Let's hope for 11. Nice. Beautiful. Now it's 14 to 20. That's great. Let's see. Oh, what is that? Oh, our explorers are busy. The hooded figure up there. It could be a quest giver, a trader, a bandit of some sort. Although there's no combat, it could be maybe somebody we can deal with words. Who might not necessarily like us. Let's see. Okay, we're gonna go explore up there in the north. And let's keep trying to explore more peat. We can add to our initial bonus. So far, so good, though. Alright, let's see what happens up here. Oh, exploration is taking a little while. What a beautiful shoreline that we've got, though. Little islands look like lily pads, although I don't think we can get anything from those islands. A curiosity discovered. Wow, look at that. Plus negative 25% exploration time. I just mentioned that it was taking too long, and here we go. What is that? A curiosity. It doesn't tell us exactly what it is. But I love the fact that it will do that. Give us a bonus. And +1 maximum to our settlement. Feeling the power of the gods close by through the power of the Aurora. Roarin. Wow, look at that. Another peat field. Looks like it doesn't give a bonus because it has to be adjacent to our initial camp. So what we could do is delete this camp and then put it down there. And that'll be 3 tiles adjacent to it. 1, 2, 3 if we put it here. That's cool. Didn't know it was there. We can always move it. Oh no, +2 to the winter's toll. Oh boy, we got to be able to survive it. Midnight sun. Negative exploration costs. Good. Well, we got 25 out of 26. Let's go ahead and explore one more time. And we'll hopefully get enough in the meantime. I don't think we will, but we'll see. Winter, very brutal here, taking all of our points to survive. Like, it's just crazy what these people were able to do with nothing. Could you imagine living without the internet? Could you imagine that? Probably a happier time. All right, let's try to go for the 16, I think is the lowest. Ooh, 19. Not great, not terrible. Okay. Leaving us with just 1. Oof. Could have been worse. Could have been way worse. Alright, so now we're getting a +9 shortly. Bringing us up to 10. Another mountain, unfortunately. Go ahead and salvage that building. We're going to try to move it over here. And we're going to keep exploring. Now, hopefully doing this will give us a triple bonus on that peat farm. Hopefully. Doing some crazy Hail Mary plays now just to scoot things around, but yet to have a higher production value for moving things. Good for us. Alright, look at that bonus. Nice. And it even lights up showing you that 3 indeed are covered. Very nice. We should build another house. Night of the Living Draugr. +1 exploration cost. Ooh, okay. Now let's see if we can build another house here. Oh, it's going to take 10 energy to do that. That's a lot, man. We do need to get our cap up, though. We need to get above this number. Creeping in on us. 26. Okay. Now maybe we'll put it down there so we can take advantage. We could also risk this calculated risk and take advantage of our roll again feature to try to get one more roll back from winter, and you know, like plan to fail to then try to plan to succeed. Yeah, look at that, vibrating 20 to 26. Upper right corner, it's definitely trying to let us know, hey man, you're not gonna make it, man. Oof. And indeed we won't. But that's okay. We've got a backup plan. We're going to use our Backseating, whatever it may be, and lower that down to the 16, as I mentioned. Alright. That's all part of the game. And obviously, as we go back to the main menu from dying in this run, we'll be able to kind of use our experience and use better tactics in the future. Each and every run. That's going to cost us 10 to explore. The grasslands. And it takes so much to explore now, that's crazy. We're starting to get beat down quite a bit. We need a lot more points coming in here. I, of course, could do every little thing there is to try to do everything now, but we need to explore so we can be ready for what's next. The 20 to 26 is not the concern. It's now starting to think about it could be 36 next, so how do we get that? Well, luckily we've raised the cap for that by getting us from, what was it, 10, 12, to 36. Ooh, what is this, a mine? have to appeal to the mining guild for that. Cool. Ooh, what is this? Oh, a sacred point. Empty adjacent grassland tile, yeah. Glad the peat farm's helping us. Not seeing any other interesting points around us. No boats or anything that, you know, indicates that there's something to interact with at the moment. Give me more peat, of course. Now we can explore here too. You really want us to pay that high price. Unfortunately, we go into the winter without the last harvest. I was hoping that, and I wasn't knowing this for sure, but going into the last month before the winter, we don't pull any harvest bonuses. So our only shot here is if we got another big Ysir type thing, and I don't think we have. So that marks the end of our task. But we got through, what, 72... That's obviously not turns, but maybe months? It said 6 years, so I'm not sure like what's what. So let's do that one more time. Let's begin our saga again with lessons learned from before, some of the basics behind us, and some of the challenges there were really abrupt. We were getting a lot of mountains, which, you know, in the wetlands, boy, we were facing more swamp. We were facing more mountains than wetlands, and that's interesting. Okay, let's go ahead and start with the exploration. So now we know the drill. We just need to make sure we look around for all sorts of flat land and just get lucky with RNG. And as we go back to the main menu, there's got to be other things for us to unlock in the future. Well, looks like all the tiles don't have to be interconnected. That's nice. But each and every run, even if we lose, that is a great thing because all the XP and other things we unlock can bring with to the next level or to the next challenge. That's kind of cool. 0 to 1 for the first winter. Ooh. 5% chance to find tiles. We discovered like an old abandoned settlement. Now this is rough because we're literally in the middle of a bay. Well, they did mention a peninsula in the mission briefing though. Okay, let's go this way and this way now. And we need to save 1 point for the winter. Man, that last run, though, I was really hoping that peat farm would be able to get us a lot more, but, yeah, that only pays for maybe, I don't know, a third of it. Even at that high upgrade tier level. Midnight Sun. Exploration costs reduced. Let's go with that tile and this tile. Now we can always pause too, and there's also settings to be able to auto pause the game, where the game will pause every time that you get hearts, or maybe even spend hearts, or that winter is coming or has arrived, that type of thing. We're going to wait for the next season. It should be here actually, where the red line is there. There's our Aurora +1 maximum. And there it is. So that's when we get the last of our hearts right there. I was really pushing it in that last run, to be honest. Push it real good. Alright, winter is almost here. Let's try to go for that 0. We had to go for the 1. Okay, 4 to 6 for year 2. Oh, and another point of interest. Now we need more heart, though, which is right here. So not only does playing this remind me a bit of Dwarf Romantic and many other games on hexagons, but also does remind me of a game called Terra Nil, with the art style kind of looking like that, where in that game you're reclaiming a planet and building some beautiful landscapes that way. Very cool. Very stylish. Discovery plus 25. Find a landmark. All right. Are those points that we can... That looks something different. Now, the game, as I mentioned, does a pretty good job with its tutorial, but it's pretty wordy about certain things. So I did glance through a lot of it, but I've got the basic gameplay mechanics down, and I want to know what the hell that thing was we just picked up. A mountainous spire of great beauty, pointing upwards towards the gods and the auroras that dance overhead. +1 explorer. Wow, that's huge. Means we've discovered a massive mountain there. We need to build in the wetlands there, but we don't really have much else to build in. Don't have a lot of points to do so. Now we've got to earn 4 to 6. And we're simply producing 2. We're going to have to wait till the next year. It's going to be a difficult year, even arguably a harder run than our last one, just because we're kind of off to a much lower income start. But we did explore pretty quickly, and good that we did. We've got some mighty fine bonuses that I would have loved in the last run. But LANDNAMA does a good job of throwing us curveballs whenever it can. But I also feel anytime it plays nice, that's when trouble's lurking around the corner. Here we now have 6 out of 6 for the maximum pass for Winter's Toll. Let's see if we can make that, complete that. We should be able to do it. And here we go. 5, okay. Not great, not terrible. Leaving us with 1. One's in the chat. Yo, 1 in the comments section, by the way, and glory to Raptoria down below. Get it going. If you watch this far into the video, well, thank you very much. Give yourself a shout out down below. Been nice to be showcasing a new to me kind of game. I honestly thought this was coming out soon, but delighted to see that, you know, a game is around for a little while and don't discover it 1 minute and then notice that it's really cool the next. So I appreciate that about this game for sure. Trying to see where else we might be able to build. Everything's going to cost us a 4, it looks like. Yeah, damn. That's rough. Really a big stun lock here because we're not generating too much in terms of points. We're going to have to invest in trying to get a triple now for our Pete. It'll be a 5 to 7 for the next one. That's a steep cost. And tab to speed up time there. We can go up to ×3 speed. Well, we've got 4. I think we can get 1 more bonus, which is giving us 3. So it does tell us in the middle of the screen what our quarterly bonus is, I suppose. So yeah, we get 4 quarters, then we go into winter. So I'm not going to make any other moves here, so let's just speed it up to triple. And we got another 7. So that's our maximum cost. So we'll at least be able to survive. And here it comes. A 6 again. Well, again, leaving us with just 1. Tough break, man. But of course, every run will get things to help us out and last longer in these battles against nature. We're going to spend all of our points and just see what's out there. Please, more Pete. Oh, another mountain, of course. We'll speed through this. We need a 6 to 9. Hold on to that 9. 7, leaving us 2. Another mountain, of course. And paying this winter's tax is just brutal. Now got 11. We may have a chance to survive. There we can move our peat farm to the middle there. And now we're going to have a +2 winter's toll. Damn. Wow. We got a +15 now. I think, does that add to it already? Try not to pull that 15. Hey, 13. All right. Now let's immediately salvage this building. And rebuild that there. Take advantage of that double bonus. So that should give us, what? Is it 1 + 2? No, it's 4. Alright, we're starting to get on top of things a little bit. And the settlement has upgraded. Look at that. And we can go for that peat bonus again. Our only hope, really. For our +7. Look at that. Another little bit of peat. Try to roll this one good. Ooh, a 14. But we can cut that down. Getting lucky again. Okay. I think we could try to explore here. What I'm hoping for is more peat around the settlement here. This is the only thing to save us. Wow. So if this is just the demo and supposed to be a normal playthrough, imagine people just knocking this out on the hardest difficulty. It'd be like the people who just can like blindly put together a like a Rubik's Cube and not even flinch. There, I'm gonna do that so we can get up the... Oh wow, we gotta roll a 14, 15, or 16 here. I feel like clicking does matter. The time that you click, I feel like it will give you a different number. I'm gonna try to click when it says 19. Oh my god. Damn it. If we would have gotten that 16, man. Oh, what a brutal game. But hey, you know, if we would have gotten another peat farm here, this would have given us the 1, 2, 3, 4 adjacent bonus. But yet, then we need to build houses to get that maximum up too. So, damn, what a game. LANDNAMA certainly giving me the short end of the stick, but I did a little practice run beforehand and was much more successful in getting a much larger settlement in there. But again, imagine how many damn things you could build in this game with other clans. I mean, that's insane to what some of these bonuses are. Like houses giving you extra overall bonuses or exploration time reduction. That'd be good for me too. But yeah, imagine also doing like the bear clan, but in a completely different setting too. Like, for example, the forest. I mean, who knows? All right, well, that is all my time today for LANDNAMA, a game that's out now via Steam, and it's on sale for like $6. Otherwise, I think it's like 14 or so, or 12, whatever it may be. Yeah, so certainly interesting. And I want to see more roguelite city builders. I really think that's an interesting concept, especially if they can somehow get combat and some other things into it. But here, the combat is versus Mother Nature. That wants you dead to death. So anyway, I'll see you all next time. Thanks again for leaving all your comments and questions down below. Looking forward to answering all those and getting back to you. And thank you very much for smashing like, so YouTube will recommend more city builders to you. And thank you very much for subbing. Turn on that notification bell, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.